Hi, it's Don, and today we're going to be taking a look at the Rotorazer Platinum saw that I received for review. The Rotorazer Platinum, I know, is an upgraded version of a previous Rotorazer. I don't know a lot about that one, but I have seen this one in action on some sites, so I know a little bit about what we're going to find out here today. But let's open up the box and find out what comes inside. First thing I noticed as I was receiving this item is that it is not a wimpy lightweight saw. It's got a pretty substantial feel to it even before you get into the box. This is a pretty durable plastic case for carrying it in. And so let's take a look at what comes with it. First of all, here is the saw itself. Now one of the major improvements of the Platinum version of the Rotorazer is that it comes with a 4,500 RPM motor. So it's got a beefier motor to it than the original one did. And it also comes with some other features, but let's start with this. So there are 3 blades, it looks like, that come with this. If we open up the attachment part back here, there is a 36 tooth blade for doing softwood, and then there is a blade for doing tile. That is one of these encrusted blades for tile. Then also on the saw itself now is a looks like a carbide tip blade of some kind. So this is 36 teeth. 30 teeth on this one, carbide tip. The Rotorazer Platinum has a plunge feature so that you can set it to do sheetrock or plywood or whatever in plunge situations. So you push and release, and that activates the safety feature on the plunge. So this is a 30-tooth blade that's on it right now, and that again is for, it says it's for wood and plastic. So, in addition to the saw itself, one of the other upgraded features of the Platinum version is this fence. It comes on a lot of saws, but it enables you to make straight cuts, obviously, over longer distances, and that's going to be a handy feature when you're using it for longer cuts. Then it's also got an Allen wrench for changing the blades on there that comes with it. And it's got another feature. If you're in situations, especially doing like tile and even with sawdust work, it's got an attachment that'll fit on your shop vac. So one end fits on the shop vac, the other end fits on the saw itself and goes on right there. And it keeps not all of the clippings, but some of them from being in your work area. So the Rotorazer Platinum comes also with an adjustable plunge. So you can set the plunge depth here, lock it in, then release and get either a deeper cut or a shallower cut, obviously, if you want to go to something where you're just barely cutting a thinner surface. That's really handy when you go to do sheetrock cuts, for example, where you don't want to run into wiring behind the wall. So it comes in to be a real handy feature that way. So with the Rotorazer Platinum's very compact, about 10 by 18 inch case, you can have a tool to just throw in the back of your rig, have with you for projects that come along, and you're able to do things like sheetrock and plywood cuts and trim, other kinds of things. It's a good tool to have with you to do those kind of projects. And with the attachments like the vacuum attachment and the rip guide fence and the beefed up 4,500 RPM motor, you've got a real solid performer for doing those kinds of things. So that's the Rotorazer Platinum. Good tool.